So we're here at Playlist with Jaclyn and David, Future Sunsets.
It's cool running into you in person.
Absolutely, I know. It's good to see you guys. Like, and finally meet in person. It's good. You know, a lot of talk over the internet, so it's good. I was gonna say, like, what's up with I just want to ask about what's going on with your second channel, the David and Jaclyn now, right?
Yeah.
Well, Jaclyn and David.
Jaclyn, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. People were upset that I changed the name, but like, I don't know. It's kind of a channel that I've had as a throwaway channel that I would just put things up that I would want to remember. But now we're turning it into something together so that we can kind of continue that in the future and make it something kind of cool.
That's awesome.
So,
that's really cool. Yeah, I heard
now it has a purpose.
And that's cool. So you guys are moving that. Like, I thought I spoke to you like in place. You're saying it was like going to be like more of like a podcast type thing going on, right?
A combination of things. I mean, really, even if you take a step back, it's like she's got her main channel. It's a Venn diagram. She's got her main channel and all like the stuff that she loves to do and like all the people that affects, and that's awesome and so cool. I also have my music stuff with Future Sunsets, and then the Jaclyn and David vlogs. It can be like the middle where we get to do stuff together, and it sort of helps her stuff and it helps my stuff. And
so it's like vlogs, like daily vlogs together, and then
cool.
also we're going to start our podcast. And we'll upload those videos.
My God,
what's the channel?
Wait, what's the name of the podcast?
Say, do you know what it's called?
Unfiltered Love, plug.
Yeah. So then those will be uploaded there as well.
Yeah.
We're figuring out. It's like
that's awesome.
But
in the works.
Very soon.
That's really cool. So you guys are just like pre-branding for that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Really
and then
cool.
we'll be able to travel and we'll be able to do cool stuff. Probably going to tour this summer, so that'll be
awesome. So are you going on tour with him?
Yeah.
Awesome. Really. Did you meet any cool people like here so far?
It's really exciting to see like the people that come up to her and the impact that a lot of what she has gone through, not only just like with relationship stuff, but like with her religion stuff and finding herself and her own identity in something that was a more strict household, and seeing other people come
a lot of
out
people
that.
are going through that, and they don't have anybody to talk to, so it's kind of cool to meet them at these
Your
things. Like,
streams-
it made me cry yesterday, a couple people.
I would say like your subscribers and like your streams, they're awesome. They're really like they're amazing. The people who like reach out to you and everything like that, because I've watched them forever. You know what I mean? Like they're just really nice and like you're kind to all the people there. It's just nice to see that. You know what I mean? Like,
That's why these things are so important, because it's like it's a number on the internet, and it's less personal, and then you meet people in these types of settings and you recognize their usernames, and it just makes future experiences so much more meaningful when you see them again online. You're like, oh, I know you.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember like hugging you at Playlist Live.
Right. Everybody like seems to be worried about your relationships and everything like that. Like,
Well, that makes sense. Like it's I feel bad for you because like he's actually like a really good guy and doesn't deserve it, but people will come up to him and be like, they'll say hi to me and they know all the stuff that I've gone through, and then they'll look at him and they'll be like, you better not.
In the comment section, it's like, if you heard her, I'm gonna staple your. Someone said I'm gonna staple your balls to a bird, and then they're like, no, I'm gonna staple your. I don't know. It was a
whole
combination.
stapling.
Vicious. And like, slope of a line, what y equals mx plus b or something. If you were to graph, the boys, I probably should be a total asshole, but
Yeah, people are really worried, you know what I mean? But like I know like the interactions with you, man, you are wicked nice. You're extremely nice, like really, like I don't see why anybody
So
should
I get
be
the
worried,
approval from Real Stream.
Right, like that.
That's all that I needed.
I know, right? But seriously though, like people though, they get really invested in creators and stuff, and
I appreciate that.
It's good
because it was like a really emotional thing that I went through very publicly, and I'm sure that's weird, for people to see, and then they feel like they were kind of there through it. You watched it too before we started dating, so that's interesting.
But I've known her for years.
Yeah, we've known each other for a long time.
I gotta ask, what were your thoughts on that? I know that's a weird subject.
Oh no, go for it.
Well, actually, so we saw each other in like March or April or something like that, and I was so excited to see you because we were mutual friends and we were in very close proximity for years, and I came up to you and was just so excited to tell you, like, I was rooting for you on the sidelines that entire time, and like it was hard to see you get hurt, and like and we were always friendly with each other. It was never romantic.
No, it wasn't.
It was never.
Yeah, I never expected it.
But yeah, it's hard to see her get hurt, and I've been through nothing ever as tough as that or anything, but I've certainly been through many relationships and somehow all of our experiences together, by the time we found each other, it was like we have the perfect background to be empathetic towards each other and like our needs and like what we want in life, and it worked out perfectly, actually.
That's great. I mean, I'm gonna like segue that into something real quick that Onision said in the video. Real quick, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but
Onision immediately apologizes after reading him.
I know, right? I know you were cool with him, or like you guys had a conversation and you guys kind of squashed him down.
No, wait. So important distinction in being like friends with someone and agreeing to like not viciously attack each other online. I think that's kind of what we like. It didn't work or last, but I think that's what that was. That was like a, hey, let's not like make trash videos on each other anymore. But he continued to do that anyway, so the trash videos continue. But that never meant that like I trusted him or that we were friends. Like in my video, whenever I was reacting to his apology, I even said like, I will be surprised if he does something shitty again in the near future, and here we are.
That's actually that's very true.
I was never like, at ease with it. I'm never like, he's never going to say anything bad about me again. We're cool.
And I've seen some people online like, hey, I thought you guys were cool. Why are you allowing him to say this or that? And you can't control him either.
Yeah, at that period in time, I couldn't say anything. And also, like, his videos were just so dumb. Like, they changed every single time. Like, he'd have a new theory on a new thing. So it just didn't really make sense to address it, because then the next day he would come up with a completely different, like, set of conspiracy theories.
And you haven't seen the most recent video where he's talking about, he said my response to Jaclyn. You haven't seen that?
Was that during playlist?
Yeah, so
right before I haven't.
I
mean, I'm like still like running around doing stuff, so.
Yeah, I can.
Unfortunately, I missed out on an Onision video. It ruined my trip. You did?
Yeah, I saw it.
What were your thoughts?
Oh God, tell me.
I don't know him. It's always sort of bothered me whenever he's had your name in his mouth. Not that, I don't know your guys' past relationship, but he started to say something that I didn't like, which is where you brought it up, which is the codependency or like morphing into each other. Some kind
said that like
he started to go down.
He
started to go down
with you.
With anybody, he said with anybody. So whoever you date, you morph into that person. That's what he said.
But also he.
I mean, I've never done drugs, which exes of mine have done. I've never cheated. I'd have to be doing that to be similar. I don't really know. I've never stopped doing like atheist content, which no one's ever done. So I'm like, I would be curious to hear in what way.
I don't know. I think this is what he said. I don't agree with it. I thought it was really ridiculous.
Did he give an example of like how?
No.
Oh.
But I mean, that being said, like I think that one of the coolest things about us is our strength to sort of empower each other. Yeah. And she's like, I mean, I do music, and that's like sort of personal, and like she's been pushing me with all that.
Well, it's really weird because like in every previous relationship, and this is why I always give people the advice, like never date someone for who you want them to be, date them for who they are right now.
That's a really good point.
And that's a mistake that I've made in every previous relationship, because I would like date someone and be like, oh, they have all these things, but I can save them, I can help them, and maybe like, in time they'll be who I want them to be. So if anything, like I was trying to morph them into what I wanted them to be.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
like
a lot
I could
more sense.
See that being something he would say, but it doesn't make sense the other way around, because I was always trying to like change their personality or like make them let go of bad habits or be a better person. And this is the first time I've like been able to date someone who is like already good. Like we're good to go. I don't need to fix anything.
That's great. I'm glad you guys seem really happy.
You're not broken.
That's great. I don't know. It bothers me that he even said that, because it's not like, how long was your relationship? Like knowing
my last one?
Your personal relationship with Onision, your personal friendship, like in real life, reality.
I like collabed with him for a weekend.
That's my point. So it's like really creepy that he's still commenting on this. It seems like he feels like he's like an ex-boyfriend scorned.
Hey, that's See, this is getting into danger territory for me, because like I never thought that, right? I never thought anything like that. And I was flooded by comments from people who, you know, on Twitter or in comment section on videos who thought that. You know, I had people in my personal life telling me things like that, and I never really got it. You know, you're saying it again, so I don't know. It is strange, the level of investment that he has with, like, my personal life. Like, he talks about my boobs a lot, which is real strange.
Do you think he's just trying to drag you just for content? Do you think
Oh,
that's
God,
just what
yeah.
it is?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, for sure.
Because...
Well, there was there's that, but also, like, and I'm new here, and I don't know your past relationships, but with the current, or the most recent DM privacy situation.
Yeah, he leaked the DMs, right?
And I was of the nature of sort of give him a chance. Granted, I don't know him at all, and I don't know your history, and he failed that test. And
I was really, really hoping that, like, that wouldn't have happened.
You
like,
specifically said not to release the DMs, or you were worried that he'd make it public, like a public spectacle.
my message to him was to stop making everything so public and to not make it a spectacle because it was getting in the way of things. And then he took that message and made that message a spectacle. So,
are you aware of how many videos he made in Eugene in a week? You know?
I heard, I think the number was like six.
6 videos in a week.
Yeah.
I
saw people saying that.
That's some next level exploitation right there.
Exploitation, yeah.
But yeah, and not from the best intentions.
That's my thoughts, anyways. I mean,
And what frustrates me is that it's all said with so much like love and concern, but that is a character because, like I said, the one chance that he had to do something right, he didn't take it. You know, I asked him to help out, and he couldn't do the one thing that he could have done to actually help.
Like, I gotta ask you, how do you feel about making content about him? Like, you done with that? Like, I don't know.
I would love to be done with it.
Like, that's how I feel too. I don't like talking about him, but it's like one of those things. Just like he's like a piece of gum stuck on your shoe. It just like the pieces never seem to go away, and it always, I don't know, just.
We'd love to be done with it. She's always gonna be armed. and you know.
Well, I told you, like, even if we ignore him like 3 years down the road, like, he's gonna see something that we did somewhere and be like, oh my god, I can't believe it's never gonna end. Like, even if he's nice right now, like, even if he was nice to me in that video, like, that's what he does. He's like nice, and then he's mean, and then he apologizes for being mean, and is really, really nice, and then does something shitty, and then apologizes and is really nice, and then it's just a circle of that kind of behavior. So even if he was nice to me in this video, like, it's gonna last a week, a month, a year, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a drama reel he has, you know. Yeah. It's just the way he is. But I mean, I don't know. It's do you guys have any like plans like in the future you want to talk about? Anything you guys are doing like besides the podcast or?
Well, yeah, I mean, the podcast was nice because for a little bit there we were talking about her relationships, and I was like, oh yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, a lot of the stuff, like, minus Onision, but a lot of the stuff we talked about on here, like, you know, dating someone for who they are now kind of thing, like, that's gonna be, we're gonna all these things will be discussed on the podcast, and like people will be able to send in questions.
We'll have guests.
Yeah, how are you, that would be great. But how are you guys gonna be doing the podcast? Are you gonna like do like questions through Twitter? Or do you guys have Discord or anything like that? Like,
no, I don't have Discord.
But Patreon has a link to it, so we probably will. But we'll have a Patreon that'll be sort of a hub for all of that. People are going to be able to send in video questions,
and the video can like actually be in our video.
That's
which
awesome.
Would be kind of cool.
Yeah, people will love that.
Yeah.
But we could get off of besides the we could give you the besides the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to continue creating our own art together and creating our own art separately, and we're having a lot of fun. We fell into this recently, and then we quickly realized, for lack of a better word, how screwed we were. And so right now we're leaving here, and in an hour I'm going to meet her mom, less than that, actually in minutes I'll be meeting her mom.
That's fun.
And then we're flying. Oh, we're in that. Well, yeah. So we have to leave in a second. And then we're flying to Atlanta, and we're going to meet my grandma. And at that point, we've, for the most part, done our rounds, and then we're going to go to Hawaii with my family at the end of the month.
Yeah.
That must be strange too. Like, do any of your family watch the videos, so they kind of already know you a little bit, right?
My family watched all my drama. No, yeah, my dad's watched some of your music stuff.
And my parents, my grandma's watching your channel.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all
yeah,
really,
like your grandma, your like
grandma.
96-year-old grandma like leaves comments.
Yeah, no, really.
It's really cute.
The life of
really
being an influencer, right?
Yeah,
wow.
I know.
Yeah, really supportive, and it's cool. So yeah, that's a lot of what we're gonna be doing. I would have, you know, on some of our traveling, we would have had really sweet drone travel footage, but I crashed my drone into the hotel.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
But
But wow, I really appreciate you guys, you know, meeting up with me and talking. I've always wanted to. I appreciate it. Really, you guys are awesome.
Fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having
I
us.
appreciate you guys coming on the channel. Really, thank you.
Yeah, you keep doing you. It's exciting to see what you're doing and your growth.
Yeah, the streams have been doing, I don't know, like abnormally well. I don't know what that is, but they're doing really well. It's awesome.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Alrighty.
Yeah, right. I know it's good.
Good for you. So yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah,
We'll see you online.
Yeah, absolutely.
The shoutouts do not reflect the views of Real Stream News. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Real Stream click.